So what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Intel. The market is not going in the direction I thought it was going to go all the way back here in mid-June. Here it is, almost July the 10th, the 11th, and the market currently is going in the opposite direction. I want to show you something on the different time frame for Intel that kind of would suggest that this stock in the long term, to me, I'm talking about the monthly time, it's going to try to go higher, and we're going to speak about that today. So welcome to the channel. If you all appreciate my videos and content, hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm simply here to give you all a different understanding of how to look at the market simply by looking at what everyone else is up to. You know, this is probably one of the best places that you can try to copy what the overall herd is leaning towards or trying to accomplish or trying to do. And this is one situation that you could kind of see that the herd is becoming more bullish. They're becoming more and more buyers are looking at Intel stock. So let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. You guys can see that it didn't take too long for the market to obliterate our forecast, our prediction of looking for the market to go down. Okay, initially we created these 3 sell pockets right here in Intel, right? And the buyers almost immediately after we completed our price prediction, it went up. Now we can tell that the sellers in Intel, they attempted to keep the buyers at bay. They attempted it right here on this day, right here on the 17th of June. But instead of market going down on the 17th of June, the market went up on the 18th. Okay. They tried it again right there on the 20th of June, and the market in Intel closed higher than the close of the 20th of June. So this is where the battle was being waged between the buyers and the sellers. And as you can tell, the next day you can tell who won, and it was the buyers on the 24th. Okay, so yeah, this didn't work out. 11.12% against the prediction. We go ahead and get rid of that. We will also delete these sell pockets here, and rather than us have those sell pockets in Intel, we can go ahead and create these areas of buying now. These are where buyers are. Okay. Now we are right smack dab in the middle of the sell pocket right now. Okay, now this sell pocket was created back in April. Okay, and the buyers initially was affected by that selling right here. Okay, you guys can see that we went down, or the price action in Intel went down here initially, but then yesterday the market was up 7.25%. So I don't think these sellers are going to do a fantastic job of keeping these buyers from controlling the price. What we're going to do is narrow this sell pocket to this area now. Okay, so now we will create another pocket of selling since we are close by right here. We're going to make this into a sell pocket. So now let's look at this in the long term. I want to start this video, this price prediction, looking at Intel in the long term. So here it is on the monthly chart. And this is one reason why I'm telling you that this particular stock could continue to go up, and massively. And the reason why is because I want you all to see that over the last couple of months, like from August of 2024, all of these monthly price bars, what has been going on? The market hasn't been moving. It's been over a year, almost a year, since Intel came down, hit 20 bucks, and it hasn't even gone from there. It's just trading in a range, in a very identifiable range. You see this? Right there. Why is that happening? Why isn't the market in Intel going lower? Why isn't the market in Intel breaking out? You got to ask yourself those two questions, because something is happening. And I want you all to understand that this cannot happen unless you have big money playing in the game. When you see a stock for months on end not moving and is consolidating, either these big institutions, these hedge funds, these banks, either they are buying this stock at these prices, or they are selling the stock Intel at these prices, because they have an idea long term that the stock is either going to go up or down. Because the clue is right here at the bottom. Look at this volume. Why is this volume so high? You only could get this type of volume unless you got big money playing in the game. Someone is either bagging this stock, or they're trying to get rid of this stock because they know that long term is going to continue to go down. Now, given that the high volume is here, given that we were involved in a downtrend in Intel, and now it completely pumped the brakes, we're not seeing that downtrend continue. I'm leaning more towards these institutions are buying the stock, and they're trying to buy more and more of this stock before it continues to push up and higher. All right, that's it on the monthly. Let's look at Intel on 3 months. So it's been about 9 months looking at this stock, this trade. Up and down, up and down. That's it. Look at this on the 6. You see that? Massive weakness hit this stock from January 2024. It hit the market in the next 6 months, July 2024. But then boom, look at that spread of this 6-month bar. Compare it to the last 2 6 months. We could definitely see the magnitude of the power of the sellers pushing down Intel this year, these 2 6 months. We could definitely see that. Now, why did it stop here all of a sudden? And the volume is definitely massive compared to those other two. Excuse me, I keep pulling it up. Why? Intel on a 5. Very, very strong. We didn't even see the follow through in Intel on this 5-weekly bar of that weakness, off that selling that hit. It came into the next following 5 weeks, but this tells us that the buyers were successful because the market closed higher than the prior 5 weeks, and you got that confirmation in the next 5 weeks right there. So all that said, we're going to anticipate this stock in Intel going up. Okay, now we might need to target like 26, 27 bucks right here. So let's go ahead and put this on the chart. So that first target would be, let's just hit this first target, $24.75 to 25. That's 6.83% there. Our second target is going to be up here around $26.25 to 26.50. That's 13.41. Then our ultimate target is going to be all the way up here around 27.28. Around 18% move to the upside there. Now we're producing this off of the long term, okay, i.e. the monthly time frame. So we're going to have to let this market sit here for a while. But if it hits these targets quick, then cool, that's great. But we're looking for this to play out over in the long term. Now you can see that this gap into the market in Intel started from August the 1st to August the 2nd, right? So you see this, right? this may be the ultimate point that market will run towards right here. Okay, so just get prepared for that as well too. Because you can see that we're almost finished with Intel filling in that gap. And that would take us to like $29. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts though. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade if. Oh, let me tell you this. We are hitting the sell pocket now. Okay. So don't be surprised. You see the market go down. And that's why we created these two buy pockets, to see if the sellers do become active and push price down. We will want to see the market bounce off of one of these two pockets. There you go. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.